My name is James Williams Jr., and this is Kung Fu Habit number 2. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything I said in my second video. But I'm not sorry to the fucking woman and the dumbass young man that I said it to. I'm sorry to my Facebook fans. I'm sorry to my YouTube fans. I'm sorry to the little baby girl who may have problems for the rest of her natural life. Because her mother made a choice. You guys don't like the truth? This ain't the channel for you to be on. Point blank, period. Because I'm that guy. And I don't give a damn if you don't like my channel. I don't give a damn if you don't like these 3 videos. I don't give a damn. Because you know what I give a damn about? I give a damn about that little baby girl that I showed you in the first video when I read the first article about her daddy who didn't want her, who beat her ass with his fist about the head. 16 months old. Not even 2. Then he goes, oh, she fell out the crib. And the doctors were smart enough to say that these are not the consistencies of a baby falling out of a crib. I thank you. Because y'all may have saved her life. But what is a life if she's fucking brain damaged from a man who's 19 years old who had no business having a baby in the first place? And yeah, I said a lot of shit to the mother. A whole lot of shit. I meant every fucking word. I ain't taking none of it back. I'm apologizing to my fans that are watching this because I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off because, you know, if you don't want kids, it's one thing. But if you do want kids, then that fucking article should hit you just like it hit me. Like a fucking steamroller that's just rolling down the track and I can't jump out the way because my feet are chained to the fucking ground. You don't want a baby. I get that. I completely get that. I understand where this guy's coming from 1,000 fucking percent. Do I support his idea? No, because that motherfucker could have wore a fucking condom. Or 2. But I do get angry at the fact that the mother decided that she's gonna bring this baby into this world, and this asshole decided that he didn't want a baby. But she decided, oh, I'm having this fucking baby. And many of you women out here will hate me for this, and I don't give a fuck. But when a man tells you he doesn't want a baby or he doesn't want a baby by you, you should take that shit to heart and not give that bastard the gift that God has given all people who actually have children. Because a child is a great gift. Not a burden, not a mistake. The person that you may have the baby with is the fucking mistake. And that was her mistake. She had a baby with an asshole who simply straight up told her, I don't want to be a fucking baby. I don't want you to have my baby. That's point blank and direct, but she still had the baby, so that's why I put most of the blame on her. Because there's a lot of women out here that are going around having babies just for the sake of having babies, or going around having babies just for the sake of trying to keep a man, which that's not fucking necessary. You don't need to have a baby with someone because you want to keep them. You don't need to. Everything runs its course, and you have to accept that. I've had to accept it for the last 7 years of my life. That the woman that I wanted to have a baby with didn't want one with me, but broke up with me for nothing. Because I never mistreated her, I never cussed her out, I never treated her parents badly. I had nothing but respect, and I went to court for 2 love songs and a text message. And I so much can't even think of making contact with this chick. But this dude, he beats his daughter's ass. A daughter that he didn't ask for. A daughter that the baby's mama decided without a second thought of the consequences of her actions. Of, well, I got this motherfucker now. I'm pregnant. I'm going to keep this baby. This motherfucker's going to do what I want him to do. Yeah, he did exactly what you wanted him to do. He threw your daughter an ass whooping. They put her in a fucking hospital. A 16-month-old daughter, and you guys think that I don't have the right to be pissed off about this shit? First, he made all men look bad by beating his daughter that he didn't ask for almost to death. You don't like me? Fine. I don't give a shit. I'm not on here for you to like me. I was on here to get famous. It's not working, so fine. I'm not mad about it. I got 25 followers. It's better than 0 followers, and probably after these 3 videos, I might not have any followers. But I will say this, and you guys can take it or leave it. If a woman tells me she doesn't want my baby, and she wants to stay with me for the rest of my life, we're going to have a fucking talk. Because maybe I want a baby. Now, maybe she doesn't want, or maybe she can't have. That's different. Not wanting and can't having, that's like a totally different scenario that we would have to talk about surrogacy. Because maybe she wants a baby, but neither one of us have a good sperm or egg count. So maybe we have to go to doctors, and maybe we have to go to fertility specialists and shit like that. And that's a different ballgame. That's a horse of a whole nother fucking color. In fact, that's the unicorn that I'm not trying to fucking suck the horn of that motherfucker. But when a man straight tells a woman, I don't want, that's not a part, that's me rubbing my foot against this damn thing. I don't want you to have my baby. You need to take that shit into consideration and not do the opposite. This dude did not want this baby. And in turn, his rage and anger boiled over because the baby exists and he beat the baby. Had she not had the baby, baby would have been fine. She could have had a baby with a real man. A man that's willing to take the responsibility. A man that's going to accept the job of being a daddy to do his damn duty. At 19, ain't nobody ready for no kid at 19. Nobody. Not a boy, not a girl, nobody. I had a sibling that had a baby before they were 19. I had other siblings that had babies after 19. But the fucking point is, you not ready at 19, you damn sure ain't ready at 15 or 14, and these things happen daily because no one's teaching their fucking daughters to stop doing this shit. So yeah, I came down hard on her. I'm nowhere near done. Because like I said, I don't support abortion. I support the woman's right to choose. And the reason I support the woman's right to choose, because if I was a woman and I was raped, I wouldn't have that motherfucker's baby. But she wasn't raped. She chose to bring this innocent baby into this world by some asshole who didn't want kids. And all of a sudden, he's beating her ass like never before. And that shit is wrong. He put the little girl in the hospital. I don't know how old the article is. It's only like a year or so old because it said 2016. It's almost 2018 now. But this girl is 16 months old. I think my great niece is probably that old. Which is probably why this has affected me so badly. But I will say this. You know, we need to teach our kids. We need to teach our daughters, man. We really got to teach our daughters. And you daddies that have daughters, get off your fucking ass, man. There's no difference between your daughter and your son, other than your daughter's probably prettier. You can raise your daughter the same as your son. They can play sports. They can do kung fu. Hell, they can do anything. Their gender has nothing to do with it. If I have a little girl, oh, you better believe her ass is gonna learn kung fu. She's gonna be the baddest fucking little shit that ever walked the earth. If I have a little son, he's gonna learn kung fu. I would rather have a daughter that teach kung fu, because I would like to see her beat up girls. I'm sorry, that probably shouldn't have came out, but that's the way I feel. If I have a daughter, oh, you're gonna be able to fight. It's all to that. You're going to be able to fight, and you're going to be the best. And if I have a son, like same concept, but you're not going to go around looking for fights. That goes both ways for my son and my daughter. But I'm not having any kids right now. 44 years old, trying to get my shit together. Before I can have a kid, I got to have my shit straight. But I will say this. On that day, when that day, if that day ever comes to pass, my kid's going to be right. And to quote my drill sergeant in Delta Company, Drill Sergeant Jess, who was not in my specific platoon, but y'all shit gonna be straight. You know, one thing I learned in the Army, and especially in Delta, we got our shit straight. No. Okay, yeah. I was in the second platoon. Or was I in the first platoon? No, I was in second platoon. I was in second platoon with Drill Sergeant Aztec Warrior. Uh, he's the only one I can remember at the moment. Drill Sergeant Haynes and Drill Sergeant Almberg. Probably didn't say that right. But those three guys, man, they made sure we had our shit straight. And Drill Sergeant Jess was one of the other drill sergeants in the company, but not in my platoon. And he said, "Y'all gonna have y'all shit straight." And and that's it. I know that I was hard on the mother of this child. And like I said, I'm nowhere near done, which is why I'm not gonna make any more videos because I can go on about this shit all fucking day long. And yes, that's my foot that I'm fucking with. And you see my arm twitching. I'm mad. I'm trying not to smile because I'm so fucking angry that this asshole beat his daughter. Your daughter didn't ask to be born. And I know that he didn't want his daughter because it's all over his Facebook channel how he said he wanted her to have an abortion. And she lied and said that she was getting one, but she kept the baby. That's two strikes right there that I have no respect for her for. I don't respect the mother of this baby for the simple fact that she lied to the man and said that she won't have the baby, but yes, she had the baby. And then he straight up said he didn't want her to have his baby. And then he winds up beating the child halfway to death. So if you're mad at me for being mad at her for bringing this child into this world when the man specifically said not to, it's not because I'm on his side. Fuck him. I am not on his fucking side. I hate that bastard. He should walk out and throw himself in front of a truck. Or throw himself off the GWB, since he's living in Brooklyn. He should throw himself right off the GWB. And I hope he bounces when he hits the water. And his body should fucking explode. Because he should have never beat his child that badly. And the mother, they should hold hands and jump together. And they should place that child in a family that actually could take care of a baby and need a baby and want a baby instead of going through this shit. So you don't like this video. You don't like the two before that, and that's fine. I don't give a fuck. You know why I don't give a fuck? Because right is right and wrong is wrong. And to bring a baby into this world by somebody who didn't want a baby because you wanted to keep him is wrong. Because now you've put an innocent life on the line for nothing. Oh, he might have had a big dick. Or his tongue gang. His tongue game might have been the best tongue since sliced bread on your clit. His dick might not be this big. It might be like super big and thick. Is it worth it? Is it worth your daughter's life? Is it worth her being beat within inches of her fucking life? For you to keep this son of a bitch? No. No, it's not. Now, as I close out, I'm only going to say this one more fucking time. Stop getting pregnant to keep men. Your innocent baby did not need to be beaten within inches of her fucking life because he didn't want a baby from you. That's why I'm mad as fuck. That baby's innocent. And I'd rather not bring a baby into this world than have a baby with someone who doesn't want me, but I want a baby to keep him. Now, granted, as a man, I can't really say that shit. But if I was a girl, that would be the last fucking thing to enter my mind. So again, as I close out, gentlemen, teach your daughters to not have babies by scumbucket assholes who say they don't want a fucking baby. Women, teach your sons to be men. Men, teach your sons to be men. Women, do everything you can to teach your daughters to not fucking be stupid and have babies by assholes who don't want babies by them. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. And if you don't like what I've read and said in these 3 videos, the problem's not mine, it's yours. Because I would never tell a woman she's gonna have my fucking baby if she doesn't want my baby. And I would never tell a woman to get pregnant by me if she doesn't want nothing to do with me. And I would never tell a woman, we're going to have a baby if I have no intention of being in her life or that baby's life. So steer the course. A life-changing event by choice is better than a life-changing event by force. In closing, one more time, because if I was a woman, you'd probably actually listen to me. It is never a good idea to have a baby to keep a man. Never. No matter what that motherfucker says, no matter what that fucker tells you, it is never a good idea to have a baby for the sake of having a baby to keep the guy around because he has a good tongue game or a good dick game. Because that shit ain't gonna make a fuck when that baby get here. Because you probably won't get tongue or dick. Because you'll be too busy being knee deep in shit and baby food to worry about keeping him. Keep that shit in mind, because you don't know how hard it is to be a fucking single mother while you're out here thinking, well, damn, I had so much more fun when I didn't have a baby around, when I could get dick and tongue all the fucking time. But now that I have a baby, that's no longer a fucking option, because now I have to work 4 jobs because this motherfucker ran out on me. This motherfucker won't lift a finger to do shit to help me. This motherfucker won't do this. This motherfucker won't do that. But you're the motherfucker that chose to have a baby by this motherfucker, to attempt to keep him. Let this fucking video be that lesson that somebody forgot to tell you when you were growing up. Let this video be the motherfucking one that makes you understand the palm of my fucking hand, because clearly you need some sense slapped into you. Let this video be the one to understand the backside of my fucking hand, because clearly you have not been pimp slapped enough to understand it. Having a baby to keep a man is a bad idea. Having a baby with a man who doesn't want to have a baby and then he beats your baby halfway into hell is not a good idea. So get your heads out of your asses, stop smelling your motherfucking colon, and start using your brain for what the fuck God gave it to you for. To be a productive person in society, not to be some slut puppy whore that decides, oh, I'm just going to have this motherfucker's baby because I can, or I'm going to have this motherfucker's baby because he has a good dick game, or he has a hell of a tongue game, and I like getting my pussy licked and smashed. Well, the penis causes problems. Maybe you ought to remember that. And I have a penis, so yeah. But I'm not going to be a problem for a chick because I have the one thing that most of you girls refuse to use. Condoms. They are lifesavers. Remember it. James Williams Jr., Kung Fu Havoc #2. We're out.